Hello, my cute cuddly Cancers. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of October. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. So, Cancer, this is what I picked up in the cleansing ceremony. We had children in reverse. Your love life is being affected by children. You know, during the cleansing ceremony, I was getting this feeling of that, like, about having kids or something like that, and then this popped out. So for some of you, you know, this situation might involve children or maybe no longer involve children, but for a lot of you, what I'm getting is that you're thinking about either the children that you do have or wanting to have children. So you know, Cancer, you're the mother of the zodiac, right? So, you know, for some people, they don't want to be parents. Usually to Cancers, becoming a parent is a task of great pride and joy. So, but it looks like something isn't lining up here about that situation. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me that the divine feminine energy is a little bit wonky when it comes to the emotions. And Cancer, I know that it's been a rough ride lately, you know, all that stuff that's been happening in Capricorn all of 2020, the Pluto, Jupiter, Scorpio retrograde together, you know, that was a lot, and it's all been opposing 180 degrees of you guys. So I totally understand that there has been a lot of stuff going on for Cancers. I'll just put it that way. A lot of really harsh energy that is opposing yours, right? All that Capricorn stuff was opposing Cancer, but you'll be happy to know those retrogrades are over. Things are moving forward. But it looks like, yeah, the divine feminine isn't emotionally regulating the way that it needs to about this, is what I'm getting. All right, so we're going to do a quick twin flame soulmate check-in. We are going to see what you are desiring. We're going to see what the other person is desiring in this relationship, and then we will look at the connective. So, and then in the extended, we're going to look on how to manifest your desires, how they will physically or energetically respond through your manifestation, and then some advice on how to manifest the highest vibrational timeline. So let's see, what is Cancer desiring out of this relationship right now? Ooh, that wanted to come out interesting. So, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So I think you're really pulling back from this situation. Just, you know, letting go of the control issues. It looks like maybe you've been holding on to something in the past, and now you are finally able to release it, and you're just letting it unfold naturally, where it's like, all right, you know, like, I'm gonna let it go. But I mean, part of you is still waiting, right? So you might be going back and forth of like releasing and then waiting. But for some of you, what I'm getting is that you are releasing the control issues, and that is like, you might have wanted something to happen like right now, but now you're like, you know what, I'm not going to try to control, you know, what happens or when it happens. You know, it's worth like waiting down the line if that's really what comes about. All right, let's see here. Lots of flipping. All right, let's see what's going on for Cancer. We have the Five of Wands. So there's some sort of fight going on here. So it looks like you are desiring some sort of confrontation for some reason. Like, but what is going on here? The Chariot. Okay, so you want to move forward because of this confrontation. It's really weird because, okay, you're having difficulty, yeah, fighting by moving on here. It's like you're really using a lot of willpower. This is like struggle, but I feel like it's more internally. And I feel like the struggle is the want to try to control the situation. But we do see that you do want to move on. The Chariot is Cancer's card too. So it looks like You know how I said things are finally moving forward? Yeah, those planets are finally getting out of Capricorn, right? I mean, Pluto's going to be there for a while. It has a very slow orbital, but Saturn's getting out of there. And Saturn opposing Cancer is never fun, right? You don't want like father energy opposing mommy energy, right? Because Cancer is the mommy. Like, woof, it has been rough. So it does look like you are trying to skedaddle. Even though you do feel like, you know, if this happens down the line, right, with divine timing, it really feels like a surrender here. I really feel like things are moving forward, but it seems to be a bit of a struggle. What's the light energy? 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so you are no longer wanting to be in some sort of communication cycle. You're really over it. It might be being left in the dark. It might feel like you're getting burned, right? Or some sort of, you know, the style and the repeating cycle of how communication would go. You're just over it. What's the shadow here? 10 of Cups. This is really, really positive energy, Cancer. I'm so happy for you. So yeah, you're just really interested in having harmony, right? You want multiple positive relationships with groups of people, right? 10 of Cups is about having, you know, feeling emotionally fulfilled in yourself, and you know, being around other people who are emotionally fulfilled with themselves. You know, this is really thinking in terms of like communal joy. So it looks like you're just really prioritizing, you know, happiness and fun and, you know, positive emotional fulfillment here, rather than get stuck in some sort of, it looks like maybe someone has kept you in some sort of conversation cycle where there's some control issues. Maybe, you know, you're letting go of whatever the control situation is here, whether it's you or somebody else, keeping in the 8 of Swords. Let's see. That's really awesome. Good for you, Cancer. I know it has not been easy, but like I'm saying, you know, it just took a very positive turn for Cancers astrologically, and it's only 4 uphill from here. Well, I guess uphill sounds strenuous, but yeah, right? You're going to get to the top, but yeah, of course there's work to do. So, you know, make sure we have the horse before the cart. But yeah, things are definitely moving forward for Cancers pretty rapidly now. Okay, so let's see what this other person desires. All right, that wanted to go and hide. You deserve love. You are lovable. So the thing is, it wanted to go all the way to this side, so it looks like they want to keep to themselves. They definitely want to tell you that you deserve love and that you are lovable, but it was repelled away from you. So let's see why they think you deserve love, but they don't want to come towards you. Let's see what's going on here. What do they deserve? We have the 2 of Wands and the 4 of Swords in reverse. So 2 of Wands, of course, I use this as a twin flame card. When you are solo, right? You're like attached to it. It's this feeling of like, oh, I'm stuck. Like I'm in union, but we're not in union. Do you know what I mean? It's a twin flame on their own. There's some sort of decision. They feel very, very tied to this. And it's like there's a decision that they have to make. Okay? But for some reason, the foundation that they have in terms of communicating just isn't right here. The 4 of Swords, this is, you know, like being protected, having a sturdy foundation, right? Like he's there meditating, ain't nobody gonna fuck with him, right? Like he has a pack of wolves that are surrounding him, protecting him, making sure that he is safe, right? So for some reason, they just don't feel safe communicating here, but they feel really bound to this. What's the light energy here? So for some of you, it's like yeah, they want to tell you that they deserve love, but it looks like right now the Divine Feminine is repelling that energy. And I mean, we know that there's been a lot of stuff conflicting with Cancer, as I mentioned, but we are getting out of it, and good. It looks like you're doing exactly that, right? Going towards like positive emotional things. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's like they want to come forward with an emotional fulfillment, like to tell you some sort of emotional thing, but it's like they know that their love is underdeveloped in some sort of way, that they can give you this cup, but they have to leave later, is what I'm getting, right? We have a Knight and a Page. This is, you know, this is not a pair of kings here, okay? This is someone who comes right in, you know, on their fish, you know, gives you the emotion, and then goodbye. But with the Page of Wands in reverse, yeah, it's like they can't hear, like, this is about wanting to hear back from someone. So what I'm getting is like, they don't want to, like, they don't want to talk. They don't want to hear from you at the moment, but they still want to come towards you, but for some reason, like, they can't. Like I said, like, this energy of like, yes, you deserve love, like, it really felt going the opposite direction for some reason. I mean, we do see that they are bound to something that, I don't know, they feel unsafe talking right now. What's the shadow? Oof. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So again, this is like, you know, Knights and 2 pages here. You know, we saw that you were the Queen earlier, even though it was in reverse. Hey, it's still a Queen, right? So it looks like this person definitely has some development to go through. Because with the Page of Pentacles, what I'm hearing is they can't plant their seed. They're not at that point. They're not ready to, you know, plant a seed as a page and then become a king. There's some money issue or housing, or if it has to do with actually having children, it's like they can't, like, they can bring you in like the emotion of how they feel, but then they still have some traveling to do. But they're in this. They feel bound to this for sure. Let's see what's in the connective. Going right to you. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So it looked like you both are keeping an open mind. Like, yeah, maybe this could be the one. Could also be meeting somebody new, right? Both of you could be meeting someone new even, but yeah. All right, let's see. It's also possible that like the way that you two are, you know, you're not necessarily each other's type in a certain way, but there's just like something that is magnetic. All right, let's see. What is, Temperance. Coming out stuck to the 10 of Cups. So both of you are, you know, trying to find some sort of balance here. It does look like, going right to the 10 of Cups, that both of you are really trying to find some sort of equilibrium so that you can have, you know, positive emotional surroundings. It looks like both of you really do feel that way, and trying to find kind of like your balance on your own during that. You know, temperance can also mean abstinence of alcohol. So both of you might be, you know, watching your like substances that you are, you know, engaging in perhaps. But it does look like you both really are focused on trying to have balance in this situation and bring this, you know, emotional ease to the situation, especially because, you know, the 10 of Cups, like I said, with that the queen that came out in the cleansing ceremony, the divine feminine is having some issues emotionally regulating, but this cycle is coming to an end, right? 10 is when you do complete it with somebody else. And it does look like, yeah, you both are definitely keeping an open mind about how this balance occurs. What's the light energy? The 10 of Wands in reverse. So it looks like neither of you are leaving this behind, right? Even though there is a balance being restored, it's like neither of you are really walking away. Things might be very unclear about where it's going, right? You can't see where it's going, but neither of you are, you know, dropping this behind you and leaving it alone. What's the shadow here? Woo! Justice and the High Priestess. Yeah. You know, it's interesting because, you know, Capricorn being the divine masculine, like, it's the energy, again, like restoring this balance between the divine feminine and divine masculine here. So it looks like both of you have been using magic or something similar, or magic has been involved on both sides in order to try to bring justice to this situation. So, I mean, Cancer, you know, you guys are the witches, right? Scorpio is the shaman and Pisces is the mystic. So, yeah, it's possible that you've tried to use some magic in order to restore balance, maybe working with the moon. That's usually a very Cancerian thing. So yeah, it looks like both of you, there definitely, yeah, has been some sort of magic involved in order to restore this. Or something that has disrupted the balance. But really, I'm getting that this is mostly being used in order to bring harmony into this situation. Okay. All right, let's see here. Like I said, Cancer, we will take a look into how to manifest your desires, right? How, like, looks like you're letting go of control issues and moving on, but also waiting in some sort of way. Very twin flamey, like, ooh, you know. And let's see how to manifest this desire so that we can have this 10 of Cups, like positive energy. And we will look into how they respond based on your manifestations, and then some advice on how to manifest the highest vibrational timeline. But let's see, what does Cancer need to hear about love? Let's bring in some lights. That's what I heard. It is better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. Whew. Yeah, so this is definitely a separation sort of situation. It looks like you're finally able to let go of whatever situation is happening. You're really like trying to let it unfold naturally, right? But part of you is like, I'm still waiting for them, you know, to come back. It looks like they're just not able to make any sort of offer here because they have some growing up to do. But even so, you know, it's better to have had this and lost it than to never have it all. So if some of you are like, oh, I wish this never happened, da 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 da. No, just imagine, you know, the depths of your soul that this has touched. So on the bright side, you became a deep bitch, right? So, you know, pardon my French, but, you know, there really are positive things even to experiences that hurt us. So just remember to never reject the memories that are full of love, right? Don't rewrite something that once made you really happy as something that is now bad, right? You just send it more and more love and be thankful for what it is. So Cancer, like I said, if you want to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below. If we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.